the eagle soars.
Let your mind explore. What are you waiting for?
Flow like a river deep,
And the answers you seek are clear like never before.
you will shine through forever. Like the sun and the stars, you will conquer everything. You're the terror stars. You're the terror stars.
The United Nations estimates that around 443 million school days are lost each year due to one reason: water-related illnesses that force children to miss school. The right to education for these children depends on the right to clean water and sanitation, something that many of us here take for granted. Hello and welcome, I am Purab Kohli and you are watching Terraquiz, and this year our focus is on water. Well, some would say it's the single biggest challenge of our times, access to clean water. We will know more about this during the quiz, so without any delay, let's meet our teams in the second quarterfinals. Team A, Rajveer and Manisha from Akal Academy, Bilga. Rajveer wants to fly in the sky, join the Air Force, while Manisha wants to be an IAS officer. Welcome, Team A. Moving on to Team B, Shubham and Shrestha, Springdale Senior Secondary Public School. Shubham wants to design cars and scooters, while Shrestha wants to be a computer science engineer. Welcome to the show, guys. Team C, Nikhil and Gundeep, Woodstock Public School, Batala. Nikhil, besides clapping for himself, also wants to be an IAS officer, and Gundeep wants to join the IPS. Welcome to the show. Team D, Harpreet and Varinder, Akal Academy, Bal Behra. While Harpreet wants to be a physiotherapist, Varinder wants to be a surgeon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Harpreet doesn't want to be only a physiotherapist, he also wants to become Rowdy Rathore. So you're not going to get rowdy on the show today, right? Just to be a little smart. And Manisha, you want to join the IAS services, right? Become an IAS officer. Any particular reason for that?
I want to serve the nation.
You give her a big hand. Well, let's get started with our first round of this quarterfinals, which is See Me Right. Alright, See Me Right has two parts to it. The first part, a word jumble appearing on your screen. If you answer that correctly, you win yourself 20 points. And of course, you get a bonus question for 10 points. In case you can't unscramble the word, then the whole set moves on to the next team for 10 and 5 points. 10 for unscrambling the word and 5 for answering the question correctly. Well, if you do unscramble the word and can't answer the question, then the question directly moves to the audience. So teams, are you ready to play See Me Right?
Yes.
Okay, Team A, starting with you. Take a look at your screens. Akal Academy, Bilga, can you crack that?
No.
Okay, moving that to Team B.
No idea.
No idea. Okay, we're going to move that to the audience. Anybody in the audience? Yes, you with the glasses.
I'm Venkat from our own English High School, Sharjah boys, and the answer is whale hunting.
That's the correct answer. Give him a big hand. Venkat, I'm going to give you the question also. Which country other than Iceland and Japan hunts whales despite the international moratorium on its commercial hunting? Venkat doesn't know the answer, but lots of other hands going up. Yes, you down there.
Hi, my name is Dhruv Warrior from Indian School Muscat, and the answer is South Korea.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The answer I'm looking for, more hands going up, but the correct answer, I'm going to give it away, is Norway. Okay, moving on to the next question. Team B, take a look at your screens. Time's up, Team B. Going to move that to Team C. I see no responses coming from Team B. Team C, you want to give it a shot?
The answer is Malaysia.
That's the correct answer. Give him a big hand. Stealing points from Team B. Team C, here is your question. Malaysia is the second largest producer of this oil in the world. These plantations have led to the clearing of large stretches of forests in the country. What oil am I talking about?
Crude oil.
Crude oil. No, that is incorrect. Anybody in the audience? Yes, you in the grey sweater.
I'm Abhinav from Amma Concept School, Visakhapatnam. Is it palm oil?
That's the correct answer. Well done, Abhinav. All right, Team C, it's your turn now. Take a look at your screens.
Fresh water.
That's the correct answer. Give him a big hand. And here's your question for 10 points. Which is the largest freshwater lake in Israel, which is also its largest source of drinking water? No idea? Okay, moving that to the audience. Anybody in the audience? No hands up. Well, the answer I'm looking for is the Sea of Galilee. Okay, Team D, take a look at your screen. Here is your anagram.
No idea.
All right, moving that to Team A. You want to give that a shot?
No idea.
No idea. Okay, we're going to move that to the audience. Anybody in the audience? Yes, you up there.
Hello, I am Purushottam from Sunbeam School, Lahartara, Varanasi, and the answer is photovoltaic.
That's the correct answer. Give him a big hand. And here's your question, Purushottam. Who first observed the photovoltaic effect in 1839?
Is it Albert Einstein?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Anybody from the audience? Yes, you down there.
I'm Kushal Monoth from Abu Dhabi Indian School. Is it Alessandro Volta?
Alexandra?
Alessandro Volta.
No, that's incorrect. The correct answer is Alexander Edmund Becquerel. That's the answer I was looking for. Well, that brings us to the end of the first round. Let's take a look at the scores. A slow start for most of the teams. Team A, no points. Come on, a big hand of encouragement for them. Team B, also no points. Team C are only scorers in round 1 with 30 points. And Team D, also no points. So that was the end of See Me Right. Time now to go for a short break. But before I do that, I want to ask you a question. Has anyone here used a drinking water testing kit? Let me tell you something about it. A drinking water kit is a simple and easy device that gives you an opportunity to assess the quality of water on the spot. So why don't you try it out at home or even collect a sample from your neighborhood? Check if the quality of water is fit to drink. Alert people if you find that it's not. It can be a great help for everyone living around you. Anyway, time for that break. Do come back soon. Great to see you guys back. Let's move on quickly to round number 2. Here is Track the Pick. Okay, what's Track the Pick? On all your screens at the same time, there'll be a visual. Based on that visual, I'll pose a question. If you know the answer, hit the buzzer and win yourself 10 points. If you answer incorrectly or pass after hitting the buzzer, there's negative marking here, there'll be -5. Okay, so think fast, but think smart. All right, teams, are you ready? Yes. Take a look at your screens. Here's your first visual clue. And here's your question. Name this bird which is one of the central characters in Samuel T. Coleridge's The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Team D?
Albatross.
That's the correct answer. Give them a big hand. And here's your next visual clue. Take a look at your screens. The members sit in a semicircle here and are legally bound to hold 12 sessions a year. The building is located in Strasbourg in France, which is one of the most atmospherically polluted cities in the country due to its location-induced poor natural ventilation. Identify the building. Team C?
UN Assembly.
No, the answer I'm looking for is the European Parliament. Moving on. Take a look at your screens. Here's the next visual clue. And here's your question. These are a group of 3 Himalayan mountain peaks of western Kumaon. They resemble a trident and form the southeast corner of the Nanda Devi sanctuary. What are these ranges called? Team C?
Himachal.
Himachal. What are these ranges called? Moving that to the audience. Yes, you.
My name is Sricharan. We are from Amar Concept School. The answer is Shivaliks.
Shivaliks. No, that's incorrect. The correct answer is Trishul Mountains. Team C, quick on the buzzer, but no correct answers. Alright, moving on. Here's your next visual clue. Identify this bird that favors dry open habitats and is found perched prominently atop a bush or on a wire. Team A?
Woodpecker.
The woodpecker. No, that's also incorrect. Team A. Anybody from the audience? Nobody's hands going up there. The answer I'm looking for is the long-tailed shrike or the rufous black shrike. Alright, moving on. 5th visual clue on your screens. Take a look at it. Here's your question. Located in Bhutan, Guru Padmasambhava is said to have meditated here for 3 years, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days and 3 hours in the 8th century. Identify this temple complex. No buzzers going off. Anybody from the audience? No hands going up. Well, the answer is Tiger's Nest or Paro Taksang. Alright, next visual clue on your screens. Take a look at it. And here's your question. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, this town was a 7th century port city of South Indian dynasty of the Pallavas. The temples portray events of the Mahabharata. Over the years, it has corroded due to tidal waves that hit the coast. Which place are we talking about? Moving that to the audience. Now finally, lots of hands going up. Yes, you.
Myself, Kadambari Diwan. I am from Madhya Pradesh. The answer is Mahabalipuram.
That's the correct answer. Give her a big hand. Alright, teams, come on, we need to hear some more buzzers. Take a look at your screens. Here's the next visual clue. And here's your question. These are limestone rock stacks formed due to erosion activities in the cliffs. This site was known as Sow and Piglets till the year 1922. Identify this place. No buzzers? Anybody in the audience? No hands going up. The answer I'm looking for is the 12 Apostles in Australia. The last visual clue, guys, take a look at your screens. Now this is a sculpture garden made of scrap and other kinds of waste called the Rock Garden. Team A?
Repeat the question.
I didn't finish the question. You hit the buzzer before the question. It's -5 for you and I'm going to throw that to the audience. Audience, I'll take the whole question for you. This is a sculpture garden made of scrap and other kinds of waste called the Rock Garden. It was created by a transport official who worked at night in total secrecy for fear of being discovered by the authorities. Name this master craftsman. Okay. Yes, you. Right next to ma'am.
I'm Homanga Bharadwaj from DPS Dulyajan. The answer is Nek Chad.
That's the correct answer, Nek Chand. Give him a big hand. Team A, very quick on the buzzer. I'm sure you also went with Rock Garden. Do you think that was a question I was going to ask you? Identify the place? Yes? Well, tough luck. Hold on for the question. Alright, time to look at the scores. Let's see how these teams did. Team A, not doing very good on the buzzer. A total of -10. Come on, cheer them up, guys. Team B also not doing too well. Still at no points. Team C losing some points in round 2 but still our top scorers, 20 points. And Team D earning 10 points in round 2, the total of 10 points. Well, this buzzer round has not been too good for our quarterfinalists here. Well, let's see how they do in our last and final round coming up after this break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You are watching Terraquiz, and it's time for me to quickly tell you the rules for the last and final round, which is Turn the Tide. Alright, this one's simple. Each team gets 8 questions, 40 seconds to answer those 8 questions, 10 points for your first correct answer, 20 for the next, 30 for the one following that, and so on and so forth. In case you answer a question incorrectly, then you move back to the starting point, which is your next question becomes worth 10 points again. And if you get all of them correct, you have an opportunity to earn yourself 360 points. So teams, are you ready to play Turn the Tide? Yes. We're going to start with Team A. Deep breaths. Loud and clear, girls. Your time starts now. Which produces more carbon emissions, wind power or natural gas?
Natural gas.
What is the landscape design method that minimizes water use known as?
Pass.
Which country is home to the maximum number of plant and amphibian species in the world?
Finland.
Which is India's only chain of coral atolls islands?
Pass.
Which country hopes to beat global warming by growing an ice shield to cool its capital city?
Finland.
Which Greek alphabet was first used to describe the unusual triangular shape formed by the island at the mouth of the river Nile?
Pass.
What is the name given to a sufficiently abundant resource that can sustainably replace non-renewable resources?
Pass.
7 questions attempted there by Team A. Give them a big hand. Team B, are you ready?
Yes.
Smiles, deep breaths. Your time starts now. Which is the softest mineral according to Mohs scale of hardness?
Hydrogen.
Which Indian state has nearly half of the mangrove cover of the country?
Pass.
Which exotic species brought from Australia has become a problem weed?
Pass.
Emerald, Riesling, Chardonnay and Pinot Noir are all varieties of which fruit?
Pass.
Which local municipal corporation of an Indian city has made waste segregation mandatory from October 2012?
Pass.
Which country held the world's first underwater cabinet meeting in order to make a plea for action on climate change?
USA. USA.
Alright, give them a big hand. Team B attempting 6 questions. Moving on to Team C, who is all smiles. At least one of them. Deep breath, guys. Your time starts now. Which habitat is protected under the Ramsar Convention?
Pass.
Name the top predator in the cold desert on the Trans-Himalayan region.
Snow leopard.
Which protected area supports the largest population of gharial in the world?
Pass.
In which country is cholera believed to have originated?
Pass.
Name the largest UNESCO World Heritage Site of the world.
Pass.
Who was Moby Doll to have received a 2-column heading, the same given to the outbreak of World War II by the Times of London?
Pass.
Which Hollywood film set against floods in Manhattan depicts catastrophic effects of both global warming and global cooling?
Pass.
Just getting 7 questions there, Team C. Give them a big hand. Moving on to Team D. Are you guys ready? Yes. Alright, deep breaths. Your time starts now. Which toxic element was commonly found in old water pipes?
Lead.
Which historian said Egypt was the gift of the Nile?
Pass.
The development of shale gas has been a game changer for the US economy. True or false?
True.
Name the science fiction comedy series created by Douglas Adams.
Pass.
Which bacterial species are a commonly used bacterial indicator of sanitary quality of foods and water?
Decomposers.
Which country in the Asia-Pacific region houses 19 World Heritage Sites, of which 12 are natural, 3 are cultural and 4 are mixed sites?
USA.
Which ancient Indian astronomer, mathematician and astrologer explained the role of termite knolls as an indicator of underground water?
Pass.
Alright, 7 questions there to Team D. Give them a big hand. So well, that brings us to the end of our final round. Turn the tide. Time to look at our final scores of the teams. Let's see who's made it into the semi-finals and who's not. In ascending order, Team A getting out of the negative, scoring 10 points in round 3 with a grand total of no points. But give them a big hand for reaching our quarterfinals. Team B also not scoring anything in round 3 and a grand total of no points. Team C getting 1 correct answer in round 3 with a total of 30 points. Team D getting 2 correct answers in round 3 but not consecutively. So 20 points in round 3 with a total of 30 points. Which means Akal Academy, Bilga and Springdale Senior Secondary Public School. I'm sorry guys, you don't go beyond this point, but congratulations for making it to our quarterfinals. Give them a big hand. And both the teams on my left, Woodstock Public School, Batala and Akal Academy, Balbhera. Both you guys are our semi-finalists of today's episode of Terraquiz. Give them a huge round of applause. Well, regardless of who won or lost, I'm sure all your schools will be very proud of you when you go back. Do go back and share your knowledge in your school, because every single school has a big responsibility towards improving the state of our environment. So more power to all you young people. See you in the next quarterfinal of Terraquiz. Goodbye.